All right, obviously it's the time of the year where everyone is posting their Spotify Wraps. Can I just quickly get a sense check on Spotify Wraps? What do you think of people posting it? Are we over it?
People posting it? I don't really care. But I don't look at them. Like, I'm not here being like, oh, fucking this person had
Charlie
Drake as
XCX.
third. Wow. I'm just like, you posted, I'm fucking flicking through.
So why do people post it then?
I didn't see many people posted this year.
Really?
I saw
think I've
literally
seen
like
On the
I saw a
Thursday or
decent amount.
I saw a decent.
There's a reflection of their personality, man. They're building this social profile of themselves, and they want you to know they listen to Travis Scott and Drake, man. That's why.
who was your
I
number
saw a
one?
lot of the Drake ones. Like proud to be a Drake fan. Blah, blah, blah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had people actually. I did see a couple where they were talking about how they would post their current 2024 one, and then they'd also post their 2023, 2022, 2021,
Oh, I didn't
just
see
to
any of
show
those.
that Drake has been
I feel
number
like they're
one.
a loyal fan.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
interesting ones on yours, boys? Anything?
It's a lot of the same, Sabrina Carpenter, your Taylor Swifts.
Is it actually on yours?
No, he's got five Indian artists.
I'm talking about
personally.
people that I've seen.
Anything personal?
I use Apple Music, bro, so I don't get it.
Isn't there an Apple Wrap you said last year?
Yeah, then I had to log in and I couldn't be bothered. It's like, it's not worth it.
I share with my brother as per, and so it's a mix between his music taste and my music taste.
Yeah.
My number one artist was my brother,
Play on.
That's
and
endearing.
and then my brother's was not my other brother. It was Quadeca. So there you go.
Quadeca. Had a rap battle with KSI at one point.
I don't know how Quadeca is making it to my top five.
That's crazy.
Anything in yours?
Mine, I'm in like some basic bitch era this year, bro.
I reckon Sabrina
I
Carpenter
have
was
Sabrina
in your-
Carpenter third. I have
What
like
about
Billie
Gracie Abrams?
I have Billie Eilish fourth.
I'm too scared to ask who Gracie Abrams is now.
I've never heard the name once.
And-
Never.
Chappell Roan?
I
Who's
got
that?
those lot. I
Hey?
got One Direction second.
That's
Rest in peace.
yeah.
And then
Was
the
that-
song-
it just in the last 2 months only as well.
probably. And the songs I have are so fucking basic as
I'll
well.
give you your top
I have
songs as well.
Espresso and all that, man. I have X's by Tate McRae. Crazy.
I thought that song came out the year before.
It's in my top five. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's there. Crazy.
Anyway, so we thought we would do our own version of the Wrapped, just to go through things that we've done in our lives this year, whether it be at work, outside of work. Bro, maybe you want to start us off.
All right, mine is.
And we've done our best to try and keep these, nice and legit.
As accurate as possible.
accurate as possible.
So this is a work specific one. My Spotify, how am I call it? My work's Wrapped. Okay,
Yeah.
and turns out I have actually a lot of access to the data. So this is legitimately all of them are true.
100% accurate.
100% accurate. My work 2024 wrap goes something like this. You spent 402 hours in meetings. That's 16.75 total days.
Jesus.
The top people you met with were number one, the CTO. Number two, the VP of engineering. Number three, the chief strategy officer. And number four, the head of data.
Big wigs. You're talking to the big boys.
To be fair, there's only like 70 people. I talk to them a lot.
Talking up, not talking down. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's it, correct. You have 3,847 unread emails
How do you have... Sorry, continue.
currently. Your longest streak of having 0 unread emails was 2 days. Your top collaboration tools were Slack, where I sent 9,684 messages.
Whoa.
Miro,
Not that much.
where I spent 304 hours wireframing, and Figma, where you spent 95 hours designing.
Ligma.
Figma.
Oh.
You went into the office 39 times.
That's a lie.
That's less than once a week.
That's a lie. 39.
And of those times when I went to lunch, my top 3 ordered lunches were from number 1, Cali Press.
Oh, yeah.
You ordered this 17 times and spent $425. Number 2, Fishbowl. You ordered the OG bowl 12 times. And number 3, Costa's Takeaway. I had this 5 times.
What's Costa's takeaway?
The sandwich?
Like the sandwiches,
Oh,
Reuben
yeah,
sandwiches,
yeah, of course.
shitty
Sorry. Yeah,
sandwiches.
they're great.
And your most said line on Slack was, I found a bug. This is a reoccurring theme.
How many times do you know? How many
Nah, I
times you
couldn't
said
find. I had to count them, so I didn't
But
want
a lot of bugs.
a lot of bugs found.
Damn.
So there is my 2024 corporate Wrapped.
that? Dude, how do you get that kind of level of data? Like you're ordering food options. How does it know that?
No, so I know this because when I go into the office, my work gives me $25 Uber Eats. And so if I just have a look at my Uber Eats order history, I just counted them up for the 39 times I went out for the year. And it was your Costas, it was your fish bowls, it was your
Fair
Cali
enough.
Press.
Do you live life with a lot of unread emails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you then?
No.
Yeah. Do you not read them?
Nah.
Or at least mark as read?
Yeah. So I'm going to say I don't read most of them. I just mark them as read, but I just hate having that number at the top of my Outlook, in the dark blue, how many unread.
My
It
inbox
just freaks me
I
out.
have rules in my Outlook. They
Just
go
straight
to
to the bin.
folders.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of junk folders. So yeah, I read the important ones and mark red with the rest, bro.
Yeah.
I
Why
don't
do you just
want
leave
to
them
feel like I've missed something.
I think because most of my messages are on Slack.
Slack, okay.
So the emails that come through that I get are like, your app is being, updated to the App Store. And it's like, oh, someone tags you on a bug ticket. But then,
Just turn those notifications off.
so most of them off, but then they just accumulate and stuff like that. And then it's fine. I have no issues with having 3,000 unread emails.
Really?
Yeah,
Fair
currently live, almost 4,000
As of today.
as of today.
So you guys actually don't use email that much then?
Zero,
It's all
dude.
on Slack.
Everything's on Slack.
Well,
fair
that's
enough
different
then,
then, right? Dude, 9,000 Slack messages. You were saying that's not that many?
How much was it, Ro?
Yeah, 9,684 Slack messages.
How many work days are there approximately? 300?
Yeah, but then of those, how many are actually working?
So the whole time. I think I was active for 291 days of the year.
All 300. So that's 30 a day.
Yeah, okay, no, I thought, yeah.
It's not
It's
that much.
it's actually not that much now that I think about
It's
it.
like 2 conversations.
I'm not pinging.
With apparently the CEO or some shit, apparently. The way you
Well, that's
are.
probably why that's not that many. You're not sending your CEO little gifts and stuff.
No, I don't really talk to people at work. Usually all these 30 messages a day are like,
Bug.
no, they're all in channels.
Giving orders.
They're all in channels. Like I don't do DMs. I just post everything transparently on like the
No, but then
project
if,
channel and
if you
stuff.
just need someone to do something, you don't ping them?
I ping them in the channel.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I do not like DMs. I need everything to be like transparent because if things are happening in the DMs, people are not across them. So if everything's out in the open, then everyone has access to the same information.
But then things get lost in the channels, bro.
Yeah.
It's
You just search it. You just search
No,
it.
but if you put in the ether, bro, it might not even get replied to.
No, it's a culture that I set with the team. Everything, no DMs,
Really?
no DMs.
Nah. If you need something urgently and just like a quick thing, you gotta just DM them. Why are you putting it in a channel or just call the person? That's what I would do.
Huddle.
No, oh dude, I hate that.
Dude, huddles don't even work with my iteration of Slack.
What's the word? It's
We
like
tried
a-
to do it a few times, it just never works.
What?
All right.
It just feels like such a nefarious thing. Oh, you want to huddle now? Huddle with me.
Yeah.
Start a huddle with this person. No, man. I just send a Zoom link via Slack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so join the
my Zoom. Yeah. I just-
Can you not call people?
you can huddle, but I hate using the huddle feature. For me, for whatever reason on my laptop, it just doesn't work properly. So I just send a Zoom link via Slack.
No,
Because we have like a Zoom, there's like a shortcut. You can send a Zoom link.
I think we have a Google Meet shortcut like that as well, but I just prefer the huddles because
No, I
you
hate
sit
it.
there and then it's, they play music in the huddle
Yeah,
by
I hate
yourself.
that. I hate it.
Do you ever cold call people? Like, you need to talk to someone,
Oh,
just
yeah.
call them straight away?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
As in, I have a work phone, so I just pick up my work phone and I call the.
Oh, I hate things like that. When I get a
Really?
Teams call out of nowhere, fuck off. At least message me. Are you free for a chat?
No, I don't do that's
Nah.
psychopathic behavior.
Nah,
You message
big
say-
on that.
No, as in like, yeah, you have to be like, hey, can we just jump on a quick call? And then you call them. You can't just out of the blue be like,
Oh, really?
ring, ring, here comes the king. You know what I mean? Like,
It happens a lot where I am. You get called, you call others. It's a vicious cycle.
The only cold
But
calls
it's fine.
you
Like,
get-
if you don't pick up or they don't pick up, then you'll send a message. Or I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll just call them again later. It's not that big of a
you
deal.
only get it from the client. Internally, everyone respects each other. Message
like that.
first.
yeah, I like that.
Interesting.
All right, this is my 2024 work wrapped. All right. You have skipped 24 anchor days. You're in the top 50% of Australia.
Wow.
All right. You have sent 208 happy Fridays,
As you should.
as I should.
Rookie number. Wait. Is there even that many Fridays in a year?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's getting Happy Friday on Tuesday.
Multiple emails.
You're doing multiple in a day
Exactly,
then.
I'm
That's sickening.
Serial happy Friday. You have survived 4 redundancies. This puts you in the top 0.01%
Yeah,
of
well
all
done.
workers.
Yeah,
If
that's
you survived
huge.
a redundancy this year, well done.
You've said 317s, you're still on mute in the meetings. And you have submitted 365 late timesheets. This has put you in the top 0.05% of all
Yeah.
of Australia.
When are you meant to submit your timesheets?
Like meant to or best practice or our deadlines have always been moving. So we've had like 3 CEOs, bro. So our first CEO is like, you got to do them every Friday
Friday, what, 5 p.m. or
per
something?
week. Yeah. And then if you don't do, oh no, they said Monday morning.
Oh, okay. So, they
So I
gave
was
you
a
leeway.
serial Sunday night, log in, do the timesheets, call it a day. And then it moved to every 2 weeks with the next person. And then we realized that deadline is actually every month. So there have been months where I've had a whole month worth of timesheets.
What?
I'm doing them on the last day.
That's a nightmare.
How are you remembering what you've done?
bullshit. Now I go through my calendar. Meetings are in there.
Mm.
Check my sent emails, see what I've done that day. And then I just fill it. Then I fill in the rest. Bro, our time's just so fucking tedious. Because I work on like 4 or 5 clients.
Yeah.
And then per client, there's different categories you bill to. Some of the clients even have specific tasks. So I spent 30 minutes doing task A, 30 minutes doing task B, bro. And I dread doing that every day. And then I make it worse by having to do it a month later.
I've never had worked at a company. I don't understand the concept of timesheets. I don't believe in them.
It was the bane of my existence at KPMG. That's why I had to leave professional services. I just hated doing timesheets. Ours was...
Because isn't it every 7 minutes you need to account your time? It's like something crazy incremental.
Ours was 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah. But I just put everything in hour or half an hour increments. Just round it up or down, like whatever.
Yeah, we do a half hour.
But ours was just 6 p.m. on the Friday, every Friday without fail. And then you would get an email at 2 p.m., like a reminder, another reminder at 3 p.m. And then at 5 p.m., you'd get one. If you still hadn't done, they would CC your manager.
I get those a lot in terms of like, who was that? HR? Is it HR?
It's automated. Like it's a...
Oh no, we have HR writing up emails.
Oh, really?
Screenshots of like the missing time entries. And then it's to all the late people and then CC it are all the managers.
Yeah.
Or the head ofs.
Crazy. And what's the punishment?
And then 5-10 minutes later, I get a DM from the head of, be like, hey, can you do your timesheet?
Yeah,
like,
correct.
I'll do it.
I remember, and as well, there's like the weekly ones. And then if the month end fell on like the middle of the week, you had to submit like an interim timesheet just to fill out the month end. And there was one week where it was like the month end was on a Tuesday and it was like during our busy period. So everyone was online and you had to submit it by like 6 p.m. And it got to like 8 p.m. and I still hadn't submitted. And I got like a DM from the head of our whole area down in Melbourne, be like, please send, can you submit your timesheet? I'm like, brother, I'm still working.
Dude, our worst one is because like, you don't know what you're doing next week in terms of like the nitty gritty of like, tasks up. But our fucking financing, whatever it is, are asking for like a week or week and a half in advance.
Right? Yeah,
sometimes do you want me to lie to you and tell you I've done like 7.5 on this client, but I haven't. It's like a ball ache and a half.
Yeah, that's rough. Anchor days, 24 missed.
I think we got them halfway through the year, low key.
Oh, okay, I was going to say 24 sounds like a lot.
And then my parents went overseas. Convenient little excuse. Got to watch the dog. All this and all
Metro's
that.
going down.
Surely that's fair play. Like if you say, "Oh, I have to watch my
I
dog."
live far away. You know, chucking all these.
Yeah, now the Metro, you can't use that excuse anymore. At least I can't. At least
I can, and I somehow will. Man.
All right. So my corporate 2024 wrapped for this year. So you had 18 people misspell your name, even though you have it in both your email and your email signature. You sent 43 passive-aggressive responses that started with, as per my last email. You attended 89 meetings where my only contribution was saying thanks at the end.
Yeah, beautiful.
That puts me in the top 0.9% in Australia. You said, let's take this offline and circle back 120 times, even though you did not do either of those things after. And you spent 300 hours on Excel this year and still did not learn how to use an index match.
I wish I could relate to the last one. I have no idea what that means. What is an index match function?
You know what VLOOKUP is?
I've heard it. I've heard famous stories about VLOOKUP.
And then there's another one called XLOOKUP, which is an even better, powerful version of VLOOKUP because you can look both left and right, up and down.
And what's VLOOKUP? Just left to right?
VLOOKUP only looks left to right.
Okay.
XLOOKUP, you can look in both directions. And then index match, you can look left, right, diagonal, everywhere you want.
Bro, when I open up a spreadsheet and someone's used index on it, I'm like, fuck, I'm not touching this, bro, because I'm going to break it in any sort of way.
It's so hard to... Well, for me, it's so hard to use. I just don't understand how it works. But you can search any single value you want in any array in Excel and pull the value.
Wow.
It's powerful.
What a
It's
powerful
so
tool.
powerful.
Low number of misspelled names sent. I would have thought more.
It used to be more, but I think people are learning now. You know, they're deciding to look at your actual signature or your email and learning how to use your name.
Are you talking to the same people now? Then they've learned over time that...
Yeah, fewer new people this year, which is probably why there's fewer mistakes than usual.
Are they spelling Centurion wrong or Thevendrelingam wrong?
It's the last part.
Yeah. Because Thevendrelingam, even I'll spell wrong
It's
sometimes,
tough.
you know?
I stopped using my full name at work. Back at KPMG, I had my full name. And that's when I saw the peak of... I was getting all kinds of weird names back then.
Yeah, surely you just go by Sen and avoid all the issues.
Even Sen, like I was getting people writing, like when they were DMing me on like Skype or whatever, they would write SNE, so SNE.
That's ridiculous.
That's just
a typo.
That's just idiocy at that point.
All right, the next 2024 wrapped is going to be just, personally, my personal life. So, all right, here's my 2024 life wrapped. So, I lost 782 hours being late to everything. So this puts me in the top 2% of the most late people in the world. Unfortunately, this actually got worse. I think last year I only lost 500 hours of being late. So we're actually sliding down.
You're getting less punctual now, right?
I know. I think so. I'm letting it slip a little bit. My top food was plain rice. I ate that 650 times this year and consumed about 130 kilos of rice. My top 3 footwear was number 1, barefoot.
That can't be number 1.
Number 2, Birks. And number 3, football boots.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you think about it, I work from home. I'm just constantly
of course.
barefoot deluxe. You know what I mean?
True. And then if you're out, you're either wearing your Birks or you're on a field
On a
playing
pitch.
sport.
Yeah, that's it. So not a lot of sneaker action this year. Unfortunately, this led to a lot more calluses on my feet, and it means that I now don't feel pain walking on uneven surfaces. So that's a
good.
plus.
Yeah, bonus.
I went to 2 concerts this year. That's up from 0 from last year. One of those concerts were my brother's concert, and the other one was Coldplay, which I got a free ticket for.
Which you weren't even planning to go to.
I didn't even
begin
want to
with.
go to that. The top questions I was asked this year was 1, when are you getting engaged? 2, once I got engaged, when are you getting married? And 3, this is from Kush, when will you upload the TikTok?
That's so meta.
So those are the
crazy.
top 3.
Entertain ourselves, really.
No one's going to find that funny but us.
Yeah, literally no one is finding that funnier than
Maybe
us.
Kush will find it funny editing the episode.
That's class.
All right, and these stats are actually legit, all right? On Beam It, I received 12,000, what was that?
Yeah, because Beam used to do a rap, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't do a wrap this year.
they didn't?
So I went and did I got the CSV file directly from my transactions and did these calculations this morning.
You're a nerd, bro.
So on Beam It, I received $12,195 this year. That puts me in the top 3% of users. Senthav, at Senthav on Beam It, you transferred me $1,254.
Was that number 1?
Yeah, number 1,
Let's
which was over 10% of my total payments. But this year, I also transferred $6,700. That is expensive. I
A
think,
lot of money moving.
yeah, your Japan trip made up most of the bulk of that expenses. But that is my personal wrap for this year.
Righty, my personal wrap for this year, I've gone down the sport themed route, and this is my 2024 sport wrapped. I said 1,032 fuck offs to Manchester United while watching them on the TV. 1,032 and counting, may I add. I unlocked 10 new sports while watching this year's Olympics. Sports I didn't know about. I fumbled 2 social sports semifinals this year.
Damn.
Hurts. That one hurts.
What was the second one? You have
Yeah.
summer soccer.
And outdoor.
And actual
And outdoor,
soccer.
yeah, true.
Bro, both semifinals. All 3 of us on the team. Hurts. I did 30 outdoor runs this year. That puts me in the top 100% of
Yeah.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
And I copped 5 new injuries this year. So
Damn.
kind of a low year, actually. Now that I
Yeah,
think
not
about
a good.
it.
No
Not,
premierships.
not many highlights, just a lot of lowlights.
Your 2024 new resolutions were winning premiership.
I think it's done in the water,
It's
mate.
buried.
I didn't pick. Frisbee. Didn't even make the semifinal through that, man.
I actually forgot we did that this year.
I like to not. That's a repressed memory. I don't want to bring up again.
Yeah, don't play Ossex. I don't have repeat seasons and just 2 football seasons, man. Didn't win it. Hurts.
All right, and I got my final life wrapped for 2024. So you ended up at Ryan's Bar 23 times this year against my will. I played Where's the Gold 40 times after swearing I would never play the pokies ever again.
40 times is high.
That puts me in the top 50% of revenue generators for a aristocrat. You rode the light rail 85 times without tapping on. That puts me in the top 100% of Sydney
play
sides.
on. Beautiful.
Play on.
You lined up 15 minutes for Yochi 67 times, which puts me in the bottom 10% of people in the eastern suburbs. And you asked, where the fuck did you get your license from? 103 times on Parramatta Road this year.
You know, I saw a comedian bit, which is like the funniest thing I've seen in a while, where they were talking about not tapping on the light rail. I think it was a Hughesy bit or someone. But
Surely not Hughesy. He probably owns the light rail.
yeah, maybe not Hughesy, but he says that going onto the light rail is like doing a reverse scratchy. It's like it's free, but you got a 10% chance of losing $110.
That's pretty funny. That's good. That's good.
Oh, it was actually one of the funniest things.
Have
But
you ever tapped onto the light rail?
Never.
I actually don't think I ever have.
I have a couple times. And I
Why?
regret it each time.
Yeah, there's no, and like you can see the inspectors. It's not like Melbourne where they just shut the doors. They don't.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
lock-in.
Yeah, the lock-in where they check your Mikey card. You can just jump out.
No, the times are like, it's either if it's I'm on the light rail for a while and I'm like, there's a high chance this could happen.
What do you mean a long while? The max I reckon I've ever gone is probably from Circular Quay to maybe Chinatown.
No, like Moore Park to Wynyard or something. There's a lot of stops, a lot of major
There is
stops.
a lot of
So
stops.
that spooks me sometimes. And the other times I'm like from work or whatever, and I'm going with someone that takes a light rail, and they're always like, "Oh, there's so many inspectors at this time of day." And I'm like, "You got me here. You wouldn't lie to me."
Or do you do that? Like, so if you're with someone else and they tap on, are you tapping on?
Yeah.
No. I lead. No.
Really?
That I don't do.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
I lead my chest. You don't have to pay here.
No.
Why are you paying?
Exactly.
But these ones where they're like, "Oh, you should tap on."
So they spook
There's an
you.
inspector. I tap on, but then it turns out it's sardines, and there's no way an inspector can even get on.
Yeah.
And I regret it every single time I pay.
No,
That
it's
being said, I tap on for the bus. You know, I'm a.
yeah, that's because the bus driver is like directly. It's a.
There's no way on
Yeah.
unless you tap on.
Not tapping on a light rail is a victimless crime, but
That
you're
is true.
victimizing that poor bus driver. And they take it so seriously sometimes. I remember actually last week when I was going to the office, some bloke, some people don't tap on the first Opal card
Oh,
reader.
the second one.
They go to the second one. So I think this guy's whole thing was like he went to the second one and then he tapped on, but it was like the,
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
and then you just kind of walk on, right? The guy heard the, and then in the loudspeaker, and it was a double-decker bus. He's like, "Come back downstairs, pay the fine, or like pay the fare." And then he was like, and then basically the whole bus didn't move until he came back down and tapped on.
Do you mean the
they
second
take it
one?
seriously.
The second one by the drive, or the second one at the second door at the back?
No,
The-
there's one by the driver, and then there's one where
Oh, no,
you can put
slightly.
your
Yeah,
bags and
okay.
stuff. That's actually happened to me before, where I skipped the first one, tried to tap onto the second one, it just rejected me, and I'm like, it is what it is. And kept walking.
I just jog on. There's
And
a lot
then
of
the
people.
bus driver got up, turned around, looked around the glass thing. He's like, "Oi, come back and tap on."
Oh, he called you out
He called
as
me
well.
out. Yeah, it was
these
so
guys,
embarrassing.
These guys love to call you out.
There's
Whereas-
a new life hack. The metro, well, not life hack. The metro. Every weekend, one of the gates open for integrated ticket holders.
what is
I
integrated?
don't
If
understand.
you go
what
to
that
the
means.
sport, if you go into sport, transport is included. If
They
go
tell you
a
to
concert-
tap on anyway, don't they?
No, they don't.
No, they
The
don't.
gate on the right
Yeah.
is open.
Oh.
So if you just figure out what sport event or what concert's on that weekend, you can fake it till you make it. I don't condone any of this, but that's just something I've observed.
that's excellent.
You can do that.
I've always wondered, how does that work if you're getting on the bus? Am I meant to show my ticket to
Show
the
your
bus?
ticket.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a
Long
loser,
time
bro.
ago.
Just pay the $4 for the
No,
bus.
bro, I've paid $20 for this child ticket to the Wanderers game.
Yeah,
I'll be availing all features I get.